Hello everyone. So it's 14th of March, Thursday, and we are back with daily cybersecurity news. We got four news to cover today, starting with the first one, which is from Microsoft. So proof of concept POC code published for Windows 7 0 day. So this week, more details have came up for two Windows 0 days that Microsoft actually patched on this Tuesday as part of its regular Patch Tuesday batch of security updates. Um, so this POC has also been published for one, making the 0 day attractive for even a broader audience of cyber criminals. And it was published by a Chinese cybersecurity vendor, QHO 360 Core, so QIHOO 360 Core. Um, and the POC for Windows 7 0 day, CVE 2019-0808, that actually Google discovered at the end of February. We'll have the link and in our description, in our YouTube video description, with the full details of this POC from QHO 360 Core. So Google's team earlier said that this 0 day was part of a Windows 7 and Chrome 0 day combo that was being abused in the wild earlier in the March, and Google already patched it in the CVE 2019-5786 2 weeks back, and Microsoft just patched it this week in the Microsoft Tuesday patches. So Microsoft said that the 0 day affected the Win32K component in Windows 7 and also the Windows Server 2008 operating systems to allow an attacker to run a code with the admin rights. In the report published today, so QHO 360 researchers broke the Windows 7 0 days exploitation chain with examples that could be assembled into a working exploit. Okay. This Chinese company also revealed that the 0 day had been used for APT attacks, where, as you know, APT stands for Advanced Persistent Threat, which is a cybersecurity term which describes nation-state attacks. That's not the only one. There is another 0 day which Microsoft patched on this Tuesday, which is also being abused by the APT attacks, as per another report from the Russian cybersecurity firm Kaspersky Lab. Again, we'll have the link in our description for this one also from Kaspersky, so you can take a look at that for more details. So this 0 day, which is with the number CV 2019-0797, is almost identical with the one impacting the first one for Windows 7, but this one also works on all the Windows 7 versions, including Windows 10. Just like the first one, the 0 day was discovered by Google, and this also affected the Win32K component and was again for the elevation of privilege that let attackers run code with admin rights. Kaspersky said that the 0 day was being abused by just not one but two APT groups. First, namely Fruity Armor, and the second one, Sandcat. Okay, moving on to the next news. Again, Microsoft. So a new Bitlocker attack puts laptops storing sensitive data at risk. Okay, so a security researcher from New Zealand have come up with a new method of extracting Bitlocker encryption keys from a computer's TPM. TPM is a trusted platform module, and it only requires a $27 FPGA board with some open source code. So what is FPGA? If you don't know, FPGA is the field programmable gate array. It's a type of a device which is a small one that is widely used in electronic circuits, and actually they are semiconductor devices which contain programmable logic blocks and interconnection circuits. It can be programmed or reprogrammed to the required functionality as per the requirements by the manufacturer. And this new BitLocker attack requires physical access to the device and will result in the device destruction, as the attacker needs to hardwire equipment into the computer's motherboard. So it's only possible if you lose your laptop or your computer device. This attack yields the desired results and should be considered a threat vector for the owners of devices storing highly valuable information, such as if you are keeping your classified material or proprietary business documents or cryptocurrency key wallets or something similar sensitive information, then it's a threat. But as I said earlier, it requires hardwiring into computer's TPM chip and sniffing communications via the LPC bus, which is low pin count bus. So these TPMs are actually dedicated microcontrollers, or you can call them chips, or crypto processors that are usually deployed on high valued computers, such as those used in the enterprises or government networks or big data centers, and very rarely in some personal computers. But if you have like a more expensive personal computers. And the TPMs have different roles. One of them is to support Microsoft's Bitlocker, which is the issue here. A full volume disk encryption feature that has been added way back in Windows Vista and after that. In his research, the New Zealand researcher detailed a new attack routine that extracts BitLocker encryption keys from the LPC bus on both TPM 1.2 and 2.0 chips. This research link, again, we will give in our description, so please take a look if you are interested into the more research done by the researcher. Also, this research showed how the standard BitLocker deployment is a very bad idea, and the reason why Microsoft is warning against it in the official BitLocker documentation. The documentation link is also in the description, so please check. Both the researchers and Microsoft recommend using a BitLocker PIN, which is a simple password required even before the OS boots, a protection that should prevent the BitLocker keys from reaching the TPM and getting sniffed using this new attack. Okay, moving on to the next news, which is Kathmandu urgently investigating incident potentially exposing customer info. So Kathmandu, which is a New Zealand-based company, but have stores in Australia, New Zealand, Europe, and the USA, it seems it's being impacted by an online card skimming attack, which is very popular these days, where attackers are trying to steal the card information. It used to be earlier in the ATM machines or POS machines where they do the skimming, but now it's more online. So this outdoor clothing retailer, Kathmandu Holdings, has confirmed that it is currently conducting an urgent investigation into a security incident that is said and may have captured the personal information of customers. So the company believes that an unidentified third party gained unauthorized access to the Kathmandu website platform. And the third party may have captured customer personal information and payment details entered at the checkout on the website. The personal information could have been impacted by the incident, which may include billing and shipping name, address, email, phone number, credit card details, or debit card details, Kathmandu Summit Club username and password, or special instructions relating to your order, such as pickup, delivery details, and any gift card details. Okay, moving on to the last news for today, another point of sale issue. So, point of sale malware campaign targets hospitality and entertainment businesses. A newly discovered cybercrime campaign is targeting restaurants, cinemas, and other retailers in the entertainment and hospitality industry with the POS point of sale malware in an ongoing effort to steal credit card information. So all these POS malwares are actually going for the credit card information. That's the goal of the attacker. So this new one is called DMS Sniff. The malware is thought to have been active since a long time, 2016. And having managed to fly under the radar until now, I think because it's not that famous compared to other malwares for POS. But this recently it was found by one of the cybersecurity companies called Flashpoint. The key targets of DMS NIFF are actually small and medium-sized companies that are that rely heavily on credit card transactions, such as for the food, hospitality, or entertainment industries. Um, this DMS sniff, apart from other forms of POS malware, is how it uses a domain generation algorithm (DGA) to create command and control domains on the fly, helping it to resist takedowns and bypass simple blocking mechanisms. So if it's able to change the command and control domain which is on the internet, then it's hard to to, um, to stop it, because the destination is always changing, the CNC is always changing. That's a smart way. So how it works, um, that we will put in the link, but this is beneficial for the attackers, because if domains are taken down by law enforcement or hosting providers, the malware can still communicate with the compromised POS device and continue to transfer the stolen data. It's thought that DMS sniff malware drops begin with attackers deploying a combination of brute force attacks in an effort to bypass the poor passwords, and or by scanning for vulnerabilities that can be easily exploited if a POS machine is unintentionally left exposed to the internet. So that's how they get into the POS machines. It's also possible that the attackers could compromise the device by physically tampering with it if they had the physical access. But it doesn't matter how they actually deliver the malware on the POS. The goal is same, to steal the credit card information. This malware scraps information from the magnetic stripes on payment cards when it's swiped through your terminal, but before it's encrypted and sent to the payment processor. By doing this, the information is sent to the CNC server operated by the attacker, who can bundle stolen card numbers together in an attempt to sell it for a profit on underground forums. Alternatively, they can actually try to use it by themselves by using the stolen card information to make transfers or do purchase online. But that would actually increase the risk of getting caught. Okay, so that's pretty much for today with the daily cybersecurity news. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can get the latest cybersecurity news with details and explanation on a daily basis. Thank you. See you tomorrow.